Phoenix Home Care and Hospice. I choose Phoenix.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Why It Matters. I'm Terri Tucker with Phoenix Home Care and Hospice, and I'm so excited to bring this episode to you because we're talking about kind of a new trend in the healthcare world. And my two guests that are here with me today, I have David Sulzman and Murat Sen.
Hello.
And you are from your providers with Physician House Calls of Kansas.
That's correct, Terri. Thank you.
That is
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome. I'm so glad you've decided to join me today.
Thank you.
So, Physician House Calls of Kansas, what do you guys do?
Well, essentially what we do is we bring the clinic to the person in their home. So we're providers for them in their home, just as if they were seeing a doctor in a doctor's office.
But
so
how much more comfortable?
very much. And a lot of our patients aren't able to get out of their home.
Sure.
So this is a beautiful service for them.
Yeah, they feel very comfortable
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
What are some of the responses you see when you go into the home? Is the patient excited that you're there? Are they comfortable, more open? What's going on there?
You know, it is such a personable care. When we meet them at their own environment and their home, they are mostly really appreciative and they're really thankful to have us, and gives us a really good perspective what patients' conditions are, living conditions and environment and sport that they have or they don't. So it gives us a really good perspective what's really going on in their lives.
So you learn more, and you really
Absolutely.
get more of a holistic relationship with
Absolutely.
that patient.
Absolutely. Very
course.
personal relationship.
That's wonderful. So what kind of services does your organization provide?
Well, we provide all medical care.
Okay.
We follow all of their medicines. We do all labs. We can have lab come to the home. We can have radiology, ultrasound,
Really?
Therapies, physical therapy, home health, all of that kind of stuff. So we try to encompass everything so that the patient doesn't truly have to leave.
Wow.
Yeah, so they can
kind
do
of
it all
going
there.
all the way back to the
It
days
is. It
the
is.
old-fashioned
Yes.
days
It
of
is.
the house.
Truly is.
Absolutely.
It truly
Absolutely.
is.
Wow, what
Absolutely.
a wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful service. So tell me, ideal candidates, insurance, anything we need to know about how do we do business with you?
Well, an ideal candidate, I mean, in reality, the way it started is home care for these individuals were people who couldn't get out of their house. For example, post-surgery or hip or cancer or something like that, obesity, whatever it is that makes it difficult for that patient to get out and see a provider. That's when we were coming in and seeing these patients who were quote-unquote homebound. As far as insurance and everything, we accept most of that, and then we are actually doing cash-paying patients as well. So that's going to be a trend as well. So we're going to be, I think our services are going to just become more and more important and needed.
Well, and that provides more access too.
Right,
If I can
right.
pay you cash, if you do take my insurance, Medicare, those types of things. That's
Correct.
wonderful.
Correct. Exactly.
So, if you come into my home and you are engaging in services with me, you're helping me, maybe I think I have the flu or something like that, and you discover, as a physician's assistant, you discover that I am really, really sick, like I need to be in the hospital or I need some other kind of care than what can be provided in my home. What do you do?
Well, that's where we kind of have to take a look at the individual. What is their wishes, number one? And then number two, is it something that we can get home health in and provide IVs, fluids, those kinds of things? Because some services can provide IV antibiotics in the home, and if it's not, then we need to get them hospitalized. Or does the patient need to be in a long-term care facility? Those kinds of things. Or do they need to be in rehab? So
Or
those
maybe
are things,
even hospice.
or
at
even
some point.
hospice. Those are
Absolutely.
things that we take a look at all the
Absolutely.
time.
Right. What an incredible program, an incredible service. So how do we find you? Are you on the web? Do you have a phone number?
We're on the web. Our phone number is 316-312-0002. And that's
0002.
Physician House Calls of Kansas.
That's wonderful.
Soon to be of the United States.
Of course, because it's a fabulous idea.
It is a fabulous idea.
That's
And
wonderful.
the trend is going to get larger.
Right, and you can definitely see a difference you're making in people's lives.
Correct.
Well, I thank you two very much for joining me today. And I thank you guys for joining us on Why It Matters, brought to you by Phoenix Home Care and Hospice, where we really look at the moments life gives us and say, how do we make the most of those? So we'll see you next time.
Phoenix Home Care and Hospice. I choose Phoenix.